69. We're going to be doing just a few on this side, problems that I know will appear on a test. So these first few are when you do not have a percent. For example, it says, Julia read 27 pages out of an 80-page book. What percent of the pages has she read? And again, pause it at any time. I'm going too fast because I sort of am going too fast. I'm doing this after school, and I need to be out of here pretty soon. Anyway, so I don't have a percent. And it says, what percent of the pages? And if you remember, the basic setup is percent over 100 is part of a total. All right, and then, so let's go ahead and see what we've got. So on this number 12, we do not have the percent. So it says, what percent of the pages? Of implies it's of the total pages, so that would go down here. Has she read? And again, she's read part of those total pages. So on this side, we're going to put the same thing. So she read, right there is 27 out of the total pages of an 80-page book. And then I could reduce this. I don't know if it's going to help me. Divide by 9. And I can't do that. Divide, I can't do it. So I'm just going to cross multiply. Again, pause any time so you can catch up with me. Is 2700. Divide by 80. Divide by 80. And I can make it a little bit smaller by crossing out a 0 and then finishing up the division. So it goes in here 3. It goes into here 3. And I've got 6 left over. So these that we're doing on this side, they end up with a remainder, and we're going to make it as a fraction. So that is 33 and 3/4%. So she read 33 and 3/4%. And on this particular page, they want you to name the one that's closer. Is that it's 3/4? Is that closer to 33% or 34? Well, if I've got 3 out of 4 quarters, I've almost got a full dollar. So it would be closer to another full percent, which is 34%. And it is right here. And that was number 12. The other one that we're going to do is the number 15. So what percent of all the games? And from all the games, you can assume it's out of the total games. Did they win? So I don't have the percent. And again, it's out of all the games. I can assume it's the total games. Did they win? So the win is going to be part of the total. And so right away I see that they won 7. But I can't put lost here because I need total games. I can't put tied. I need to add all of those up. So they won 7, they lost 6, that's 13, and 14, 15. And again, the only way that I could do this is cross multiply and divide. Again, pause the video to get all this in, because I'm kind of going at a brisk pace here. Start memorizing a couple of things. 4 15s is 60, and 6 15s is 90. Subtract, and I'm going to keep on getting that 10, so I'm going to bring it up. I'm done at the end. So if I reduce, that's 46 divided by 5 is 2/3%. So they won almost half of their games. They won 46 and 2/3%, which 2 is very close to 3, so it's almost close to another full percent. So this one would be very close to 47%, which is right there. There was one more that we did. Oh yeah, there is one more. Is the number 13. What percent of his shots, and I can assume it's total shots, were baskets? So again, I don't have the percent. And I'm going to go ahead and put that this was, again, out of the total shots, were baskets. Again, baskets is part of the total shots. And then let's see what we've got over here. He shot the basketball 32 times. Well, there we go. There's his total shots. And he made 26 baskets. So there it is. His total is 32. The baskets is 23. And then again, we'll just cross multiply. And the answer I'll put right here when I divide. Oops, I forgot to divide by the 32. So 2300 divided by 32. It doesn't go in, doesn't go in. So on this, I would remember either two things. There's 3 30s in 100, and I've got 200. So 3 30s in 100, another 3 in 200. That's 6, and probably one more makes 7. Or I could have covered up. 3 goes into 23 about 7 times. So I'm going to put a 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21, 22. And 6 times 2 is 64, so 2 wouldn't be enough. So it's going to be 1. 28, and so it's going to be 71 and 28 over 32. And right now, I don't care about reducing it. So 28 is almost 32. It's almost another full percent. If it had been under 16, less than half of 32, then it wouldn't have been enough to increase. So this is going to be about 72%. And that is right here. All right, and then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to go speedily through these. There's lots of different ways that I could do it. On this one, that is 1/4. I think what we did on the first 3 is we did the ratio proportion way. So number 1, I've got my percent. It's a percent of discount. But again, 1/4 out of $1 is 1/4, or in other words, divide by 25. So it's equal to 1/4. And again, over here, and this, by the way, this is my discount percent out of my original purchase price. So over here, I do have my original price, so that's going to go here. So on this one, we can just go across. Times 3 times 3. So the discount was $3. And we're finishing the rest tomorrow, so don't worry about the sale price. Then, what I wanted you to recognize, it's 25% again. Well, 25% is 25 out of 100. And again, it's 1/4 out of $1, which is 1 out of 4. So we're going to go straight to the 1/4. We're going to go 1/4, and again, that is my discount out of my original, and my original price is 90. So I'm going to calculate the discount. 4 doesn't go into that perfectly, so we are just going to go like this. But then after this, and it doesn't come out even, I'm going to show you another way. All right, so this is going to be 4D is equal to 90, and I'm going to divide by 4, divide by 4. Again, like I say, pause it so you can get all this down, because I know that I'm going fast. Right, 4 goes into that twice. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract. All right, I'm not going to do it as a fraction because we need money. So I do need to go ahead and make it look like money. I'm going to put 2 zeros, a decimal and 2 zeros, bring down one of them. It goes perfectly 5 times. But then again, it's going to be another 0, and 4 doesn't go into 0, so it's going to be that. So the discount is $22.50. And then again, so to avoid dividing, we're going to use the other method that we did the other day. If I've got a percent and I've got an original or a total, I can just go, I can go 25%, this is my number 3, I can go 25% times 65 and then divide it by that 100. So it involves a little bit of multiplication, but then dividing by 100 is easy, and I don't have to divide like an actual division. So it's going to be 65 times 25 is 10. Again, pause it to get it all down, and then it's 1625 divided by the 100. But remember, we can just move that over 2 times to get that to be a 1, 1, 2, and anything divided by 1 is that number. So there is our discount, $16.25. And the rest of these you would have to end up dividing like this. So we're going to stick with this method and finish it up. We're going to not finish completely. We'll get down to, I think I'll leave this to review in class again. So we're going to get down to about here. So again, on the number 4, it is going to be 15 times my original divided by that percent sign, divided by 100. And I'm going to put the 15 on the bottom because I like working with ones. I'm done with the ones, so then go here. 1 times 87 is 87. And again, we know 1170, then divided by 100, which is super easy. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. So there is my discount, is $11.70. And then we'll do this one. So again, I'm going to go, and this is nice because it's got a 0 there. So it's 40 times 129.50 divided by the 100. So there's a little bit of work here, but it's not going to be that bad because I'm going to stick out the 0. Because 0 times anything is 0. I'm done with the 0. And then 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 9 is 36, 37, 38. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. And 4 times 1 is 4, 5. Okay. Now the first thing I need to do on this one is go in 2 places because of that decimal. And then I can bring it over here. And I can actually drop this right now. And then we have to still continue to divide by the 100. And I'll leave that decimal there. So we're going to go ahead and put the decimal on this 2. 1, 2. Again, stop the video anytime I'm going too fast, which I know I am. Sorry. All right, so there's our discount, $51.80. But doing it this way avoids doing the division. And the last one we're going to do for right now is that one. Don't worry about anything else other than this. I'm going to review a shortcut way to do those tomorrow. Oh, a shortcut for all 3 of them. All right, so on this one, again, 35 35% of the 140 divided by 100. And I'll put the 3-digit on top. And you multiply yours through while I'm doing this one. Okay, and that's what I got. And we still have to divide by 100. And in this case, I can just cut those off. So our discount is $49. And you can go through and you can cross all those off. But for right now, that is all we're doing for today, and we will finish that up tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.